3 fighter jets were flying at a low altitude on a secret mission. Soon, the pilots noticed that their fuel was running low, and they had to rendezvous with a tanker aircraft right away. But to their shock, the tanker aircraft, which was just about to take off, was hijacked by bandits. By then, the fuel warning lights on the fighter jets had already come on, yet there was still no sign of the tanker. So they had no choice but to make an emergency landing at an abandoned airport. They altered their course and flew toward the airport. Soon, the fighter jets landed successfully. However, they were unexpectedly surrounded by the bandits. The team leader fought back immediately, but he was beaten up badly by the bandits. The female pilot was carried away by them. Another pilot was shot and killed by the bandits during the resistance, while the team leader and his companion were tied up. The next day, the team leader was forced by the bandits to teach them how to fly the fighter jets. Not long after the fighter jet took off, the team leader told the bandits to increase the thrust and start flying at a low altitude. At that moment, the companion, who heard the roar of the plane, covered his ears. Just as the fighter jet approached the airport, the team leader engaged supersonic flight. An instant sonic boom occurred, shattering the glass and overturning the cars. Taking advantage of this, the companion turned the tables on the guard and killed him. Then he drove a car toward the runway. Meanwhile, the team leader also changed direction and rushed toward the airport runway. After the team leader landed the fighter jet, he immediately ejected the bandit behind him. At that moment, his companion arrived just in time and jumped onto the plane. Seeing that another fighter jet was about to be taken away, the team leader immediately launched a missile, and an explosion rocked the airport. But to their dismay, one fighter jet was still dragged away by the bandits. When the team leader returned home, he saw that the EU summit was being held in Paris, and there would be a fighter jet performance. The team leader sensed something was wrong and immediately took off in a fighter jet and rushed there. At that time, an enemy plane suddenly intruded into the performance formation. The team leader saw this and immediately ordered it to withdraw. To their surprise, the pilot of the enemy plane was the female pilot who had been kidnapped. Before they could react, the enemy plane quickly changed direction. The team leader, realizing something was amiss, gave chase immediately. Soon, he locked onto the enemy plane and told the female pilot to return to the base. But instead, the enemy plane turned directly toward the tanker. So the team leader used the wing to change the enemy plane's course. Soon, the team leader caught up with the enemy plane again from behind. After locking onto the target, he fired directly. The female pilot ejected herself. Then the team leader opened fire and blew up the plane, successfully preventing this terrorist attack.